EA Sports. It's in the game.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
STRO, I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm out of my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright.
Yep.
I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I'm made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support rod. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field, hit the work.
Back now on EA Sports as we welcome you to Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia. The Giants possessing the football. We rejoin the action in the second quarter. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe hit them on those short passes on the print.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nigel Bradham flying in and laying the lumber defensively.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Ready, set. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. I got you. I got you.
Throwing on third and long. Jones under pressure again, and down he goes again. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Here's Riley Dixon now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And it's going to be a short field to work with after this one. It's touchdown at the 45-yard line. Philadelphia taking the field here again offensively, and I want to get back to
Menu narration option is set to off. Menu narration option is set to off.
Talking about their win at Green Bay because, look, hyperbolic statements can be prevalent, especially with me. But we talked last week about the difference between them going 1-3 and getting to 2-2. Them getting to 2-2 with that win at Green Bay was just huge.
And how they got to 2-2, because it looked like that game was going to get away from them. Thursday night on the road. Typically the road teams struggle in those, but finding a way to win using their offense and their defense with some big stands, that was huge. Now they're going to use those extra.
And now off to the races down the right side. It's a big-time run by Jordan Howard. 44 yards on the ground. So close. Couldn't get all the way in, knocking on the doorstep down the one. Nevertheless, fantastic run.
Not only that, this is where you wave to your replacement, go back to the bench. No way. I'm not coming out of this game. I got it down to the 1-yard line. I want to carry it in.
We'll see if they reward him on this next play. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Check. Fresno.
On 1st and goal, Howard. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Howard all alone in the backfield on 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit, a great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. To throw is Wentz. And incomplete, a disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Now Jake Elliott, earlier in his career, he beat these Giants with a 61-yarder from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And the kick by Elliott is good. And that will make our score 9-0. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. Well, the New York Giants, their offense coming back out here. They're on a 2-game win streak now at 2-2, and we talked about Daniel Jones and what he's done so far, but you think about this next 3-game stretch, CD, and I'll let you announce the teams. That's going to tell a lot about who this Giants football club is.
Certainly will. And can you imagine the rookie quarterback, Daniel Jones, leading them to victories or excellent performances in these games? So here it is. Home against Minnesota, who's now 2-2 and hasn't won on the road themselves. That's where their struggles have been. They're at New England. You would think that'd be pretty difficult to get. Then they're home against Arizona. Could you imagine if they won 2 of their next 3? This Giants team, which was teetering towards irrelevant, suddenly very much relevant in the NFC East. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
But, writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Alshon Jeffrey working his way back out there now to help lead this offense. And you look at the numbers, not only has he not caught a pass, they haven't targeted him yet, and we're coming up toward halftime.
And you remember our meeting with the coach beforehand? What did he tell us about him? I write his number on my play sheet, and I circle it in bold type because I want to make sure he gets the ball and often.
Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Wentz. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Well, you were backed up into a 2nd and long, but instead of trying to get the yardage back in chunks, he's trying to get it all back at once. And this defense was just lying in wait, and they're there to pick this one off.
We get a look at Sterling Shepard as he and the rest of the offense march out into place. You would have to think they're going to make it more of a priority to get him the football. You're losing here in the 2nd quarter, and he's been really quiet.
I think all we have to do, and it's too bad we can't actually see the actual play sheet now from the coordinator, because he's looking down at that and saying, okay, do I put him in different spots? Do I try and isolate him? What routes do I run? You're exactly right. They've got to get the ball in his hands and get their offense kick-started.
He does have the 2 catches, but pretty quiet so far.
Ready up. 52's the mic. Check. 52's the mic. It's a party now. It's a party.
Here's Jones. Throwing on 1st down. Finds his tight end Ingram. It's a gain of 11 and a giant 1st down. A healthy Evan Ingram, that could be a great elixir for New York this year. A season ago, he only played in 11 games because of the injuries, 35 catches, which was a dip down from 2 seasons ago when Ingram caught 64 passes. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Manning to Barkley on the draw play. And he'll get this one down to about the 17.
Yeah, baby.
The Giants on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. First throw now for the backup Manning. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And they're going to get him down shy of the 1st at about the 13-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
he wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, like hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he could scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
So on 4th down, on comes the Giants kicker, Aldrich Rosas. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Aldrich Rosas now to try the Giants field goal. Rosas' kick is good. And they are on the board. It's now 9-3. Remember, with Rosas, there was some speculation last year in the preseason that he might not hold on to his job with the Giants.
But he certainly answered the challenge, didn't he? 32 of 33 during the regular season, 97% that is, and was named to the NFC Pro Bowl team. And by the way, at 6'3", 234, he can bench press your kicker.
This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. A final shot before half for Wentz. And that is incomplete. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome everyone to this abridged version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This game's had a little bit of everything thus far, and certainly plenty to look forward to, as the teams are right back out there for the second half. So we'll get right back out there as well, as we'll turn it back over to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This one taken from the 7. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for Philly. 41 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On the toss play, Howard. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 23-yard run. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And a little quarterback draw option works to perfection for him.
Yeah, it's hard to account for the quarterback in most situations on defense, and that's why the quarterback draw is so successful. Everyone else covered, makes a little fake, runs into the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken